it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, North Carolina. And my next line is, hooray, North Carolina. You are doing fantastic. According to records I have, you have contributed in this Alzheimer's fiscal year, you have contributed $14,755.39. That makes you second in the region and second in the nation for the period from July to March. That's the Alzheimer's fiscal year. So, yes, you are doing fantastic. The national goal of $14 million is getting within reach. We now have $13,832,858.57. So I would like to tell you a little bit now about some prevention studies and some heart and head connection. There is a neck in between, but you know. Okay. A small percentage of people with Alzheimer's disease have an early onset type associated with genetic mutations. Individuals who have these genetic mutations are guaranteed to develop the disease. An ongoing clinical trial conducted by the Dominantly Inherited Alzheimer Network is testing whether antibodies to beta amyloid can reduce the accumulation of beta amyloid plaque in the brains of people with such genetic mutations and thereby reduce, delay, or prevent symptoms. Participants in the trial are receiving antibodies or placebos before they develop symptoms, and the development of beta amyloid plaques is being monitored by brain scans and other tests. Another clinical trial, known as the A4 trial, that stands for Anti-Amyloid Treatment in Asymptomatic Alzheimer's. That trial is testing whether antibodies to beta amyloid can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease in older people, ages 65 to 85, and probably about 90% of us here, who are at risk for the disease. The A4 trial is being conducted by the Alzheimer's Disease Cooperative Study. Though research is still evolving, evidence is strong that people can reduce their risk by making key lifestyle changes, including participating in regular activity and maintaining good heart health. Based on the research, the Alzheimer's Association offers 10 ways to love your brain.
Chats. Have you been seeing the chats? Our main concern is, and I
Robert,
can't.
you're live on your mic.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. I was talking about 10 ways to love your brain. That is a collection of tips that can reduce the risk of cognitive decline. You can find that list of 10 ways to love your brain if you go to the NARFE, the headquarters NARFE website, and click on the Alzheimer's screen for that, the tab for that. As far as the head-heart connection, several conditions known to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, can also increase the risk of developing Alzheimer's. Some autopsy studies show that as many as 80% of individuals with Alzheimer's disease also have cardiovascular disease. The longstanding question is why some people develop hallmark Alzheimer's plaques and tangles, but do not develop the symptoms of Alzheimer's. Vascular disease may help researchers eventually find an answer. Some autopsy studies suggest that plaques and tangles may be present in the brain without causing symptoms of cognitive decline, unless the brain also shows evidence of vascular disease. More research is needed to better understand the link between vascular health and Alzheimer's. Anyone who is interested in developing, in donating their body to science should be aware that that does not include the brain. Interestingly, the brain must be donated as a separate body part. The autopsy analysis necessary to determine if Alzheimer's disease is present must be specifically requested. A study is ongoing regarding a possible relationship between COVID-19 and the onset of Alzheimer's disease. Of course, it will be a very lengthy study because symptoms of Alzheimer's take an extended time to come to fruition. Since the COVID virus enters the body through the olfactory bulb, it seems likely to have an impact on the brain. This also explains why people experience a loss of smell as a symptom of COVID and why it takes a long time for that symptom to heal. With 6.2 million people diagnosed as having Alzheimer's disease now, we know this is a very worthy cause our predecessors named as our charity of choice. In North Carolina, there are 180 reported individuals living with Alzheimer's, and it is expected that a number will increase 16.7% by 2025, or 210,000 people. There truly is a sense of urgency for a treatment, if not a cure. Wouldn't it be great to think that we could have a cure for all those people? Everyone wants to know how much money has been collected for Alzheimer's research and how it is being applied. That's what I'm here today for and assigned to report to you. I'm encouraged that you share with people. I want to encourage you to share with people you encounter that every penny donated through NARFE to Alzheimer's Association goes to research projects. There is no overhead or any expenses withheld for the agreement that we have. We have had 83 grants during the history of the relationship between Alzheimer's and NARFE. All of that money, that $13,838,000 plus, has come from members like yourselves. At this point, North Carolina is credited with $16,862 for calendar year 2020. As the standings are currently, your federation is ranked second in the nation for contributions from July 1 up to date. I also noticed when I was researching your contributions that your federation has donated more than most of the regions across the map. Congratulations for all your generosity and your efforts, especially in the time of national chaos. Keep up the good work, people, and keep those wonderful cards and letters and gifts coming our way. One big item that I want to mention to you is to bring to your attention is the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Of course, the brother to this event is the longest day, and the festivities that entails. Both activities are very important. All the money collected for these two events will stay with the local chapter of Alzheimer's to assist those who already have the disease, as well as support for their caretakers. We estimate at this point that there are over 18 million caretakers who are not paid. These are family members, close friends, volunteers. They need support also. NARFE gets credit for the overall collection, and your federation will be credited at the same amount. Unfortunately, our chapters will not get credit unless your Alzheimer's coordinator chooses to keep a record, and it can be used as incentive for the future. If your team is participating in a walk early in the year, please share your pictures with our national team coordinator, Marcia Gold, at mgold@narfe.org, so we can upload them to the NARFE team photo album on the NARFE team webpage. Marcia you might recognize that name because she is the grassroots advocacy contact at headquarters, but she's also taken on this extra load of in the Alzheimer's walk coordinator. I'm very happy to have been with you today. I thank you a bunch for the opportunity to share with you, and I encourage you to send your donations to Vivian, or I can take them either, but your first stop is Vivian. Are there any questions that you might have for me?
Well, our time is up for this event, or this portion of it, and we have someone else joining us in about 30 seconds. So I do want to express my appreciation for that tremendous report and for all your support. And at some point when we get our commemorative coins in, we will be sending one to you. And thanks for participating.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day, and thank you.
Okay.